Whenever you're setting strategy or business goals, a solid understanding of your market is essential. Which group or group of customers are you targeting? Why do they buy your products and services? And what influences them to choose you relative to your competition? As the world starts to slowly get back to normal, now would be a good time to consider any changes that you're observing in your markets. Perhaps you could start with the size of the market and start off by looking at your own customer base. Perhaps before the crisis, you had 200 active customers, but maybe now you estimate you only have 180. That would suggest a 10% reduction in customers. And perhaps that 10% reduction is also seen in the market in general. That might influence the way in which you approach the market or how you spend in that marketplace. Then look at the way in which business is being done in the market. Have you noticed any changes since the COVID-19 crisis? Some examples are restaurants that previously were purely dine-in, but now are offering takeout services, or sports being played in empty stadiums, or drive-in concerts, or music lessons being facilitated by Zoom. What changes are you noticing in your industry? You might also have noticed some ways in which customers are changing in the way in which they talk with you. Are they asking for reductions in price? Are they asking you to extend your payment terms? Maybe they're expressing frustration in the speed in which you're doing business, perhaps responding to their phone calls or their emails. One consequence of the COVID-19 crisis and the work-from-home environment may be that the speed of business is increased and bureaucracy levels are broken down. How are you responding to that? Perhaps it's the way in which you communicate in general, and maybe your customers prefer now a quick video call versus a sales meeting. But how are your competitors changing? That's really important. Have you noticed that the way in which they're addressing the market has changed? The way in which they're interacting with their customers? What can you learn from that? What can you emulate? But perhaps more importantly, what can you do differently to set you apart? As we emerge from the crisis, it's more important than ever that you're alert to changes that are happening in your markets, that you notice some changes that might be happening, and that you're able to respond to them. If you'd like to talk that through with us, just to get an independent perspective, please reach out and get in touch, and we'd be delighted to have a conversation with you.